Once, I was watching a Wired interview. The interviewee was the lead guitarist of my favorite band, Polyphia. Tim Henson, the guitarist in question, was talking about how it took him a long time to notice the bass guitar in the music that he listens to. And when he did, he mentioned that it came as a surprise to him because it was so obvious. Now, why am I telling you this? Well, like him or hate him, Tim had a point. Today, I want to create a connection between two fields that I am deeply passionate about: music and technology. Take any band, orchestra, or literally just a group of people making music together. That music has layers served to you all at once, and within those layers is the hard work, dedication, and passion of everyone there coming together to make their sound. I too didn't notice this nuance at first, but it's only when you take a step back and admire its whole with all of its intricacies do you observe something more beautiful than what you initially perceived. Now, how on earth is this related to technology? Well, to get to that, I have to define something. One word that will become very important moving forward. And that is ensemble. All right, so an ensemble is any group of people making music together at the same time. Now, you may see where I'm going with this, or not, that's perfectly fine. Now, in today's world, technology plays such an integral role, as I'm sure you all know. Driven by innovation, which stems from solving practical problems efficiently, that happens every second of every day, spontaneously and constantly. But music? Whether you listen to it every day, sometimes, or not at all, it has shaped our society profoundly. The music industry is constantly evolving with innovation not by solving problems, but by artists expressing themselves in new and novel ways. Now, these two worlds are split by those and many more differences, but one idea brings them together, and that's the idea of an ensemble. In an ensemble, all the different sounds come together to make that group's music. Be it loud and powerful sounds from a lead guitarist or subtle additions from a bassist in the background, they all have a role to play. Likewise, in technology, giants like NVIDIA, Apple, Intel, Microsoft all have such a great presence in the industry that taking a second to notice the nuances that make this possible, as well as those that work alongside and against them, takes a conscious effort. This reminds me of a time when some friends from school and I joined a competition as a band. We consisted of a drummer, a vocalist, and 2 guitarists, me being one of them. And while we practiced, it was very difficult for me not to notice how our sounds came together. No one person could stand on their own. Take, for example, if my guitar came unplugged while practicing, the sound would devolve into something thin and sad. In technology, every person and company has their place in the orchestra of silicon. Without these people brings about a lack of competition. The lack of competition brings about a lack of innovation and a raise in prices, and this brings about disappointed people, which isn't very cool. But sometimes these sounds go completely unnoticed. At points during our performance, my guitar was so quiet it bordered on being unheard. But it was there, and it was making a crucial difference. So, do these people look familiar to you? Or do they just look like another set of old guys? Well, what if I told you these were the people that perfected the modern speaker? Peter L. Jensen and Edwin Pridham, in 1915, Napa, California, perfected the Magnavox. And that was the first ever dynamic moving coil speaker. To put it simply, this is the technology that goes from everything, from the tiniest speakers that go in your earbuds to the massive monitors and cabinets that go on a concert stage. Now, like me, before researching for this talk, these people may have just been another set of names in history to you, even though they shaped today's world in so many ways. In the largest companies in the world, there are hundreds, if not hundreds of thousands of people working so hard to create what you use every day. NVIDIA employs over 26,000 people, Apple over 160,000, and Microsoft over 200,000 people. Everyone had a role to play in creating that device you use every day, be it some minute detail in the PCB to the actual technology that went into making it possible. Don't you think it would be a shame if all that hard work and effort went unnoticed? But at the end of the day, products are meant to be used and disposed of when they become obsolete. The company couldn't care less if you took a deeper look and understood what went into creating it, because you pay them, they get money, the world keeps spinning. But I urge you to take a deeper look. Notice those subtle notes that make a difference in the music of your everyday life. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to take the technology that we use every day for granted. But it's only when we take a second to understand and appreciate what went into creating them do we gain a deeper respect for those who did the work. Like in music, where every instrument and note plays a crucial role in creating a harmonious piece, every small part of technology contributes to a greater whole. And it's when we value and understand these subtle contributions do we begin to notice the bigger picture, the beautiful, complex ensemble of the technological world. Because that one sound brings the song together, and that's pretty cool. Thank you.